Welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 Millennium Dawn modded playthrough of North Korea, where we are about to go to war with the South and also the East faction of which they have created. And I assume intervention forces from the US. But we are going to go for the unification. I don't know if we'll survive it, but we're going to give it a shot. We do have... I want to see how many units. Yeah, so we do have a few more units than they do on the peninsula itself. But I can't guarantee that those forces will actually do anything. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and delete those positions. We're going to reallocate forces in different zones of control here, as we did add another army group. And I am going to give a target for our forces here of just taking this line. Some simple, super simple order. The best thing to do would be able to grab that airfield right there. That would be the best news that we possibly could have. I'm going to go ahead and start training. And as you see, our fuel use goes insane. Let's do the same with our airborne units. We've just finished up our ICBM tree, so we have modern ICBMs available to us if we so choose. What did I just finish? Fuel? Nice. It's not too bad. All right. I'm going to go for not pop growth. We're going to get the trains early. And I did get nice. So we'll have our river crossing marine units added to each division. I need 3 special operators. Yeah, so I just want that for different bonuses for different terrains. Typically, they'll be defensive, but... Alright. I can actually give us some attack choppers now. Alright, so we're gonna go for the cool, modern-day North Korean attack choppers that no one knows about, because they don't really exist in real life. Sorry, I was modifying the speed of the progression here. 2041 North Korean, I don't know, gunship. Should I do gunship? It's our first attack heli. We want heavy nose cannons. If I remember right, radar is better. Soft and hard attack, 15%. This gives defense of 2.5. 1.5, but with more breakthrough, and you get, yeah, definitely the radar is better. Yeah, definitely going gunship. I want rocket pods. I think these are the... Does it show me what these are? Oh, these are body mounts. Yeah, I guess rocket pods are fine. Then on the wings, multiple ATGM hardpoints, quadruple, whatever. It's my go-to. I think medium is the largest, so yeah, we're gonna go medium. Ooh, turbine. For sure the turbine engine is best. with 80 kilometers per hour space speed, helicopter armor. Gives you speed reduction, but you get some good defense and breakthrough. Yeah, I'd rather have the higher defense. Am I only... What? I should have higher avionics than that, I would think. Guess not. Yeah, and then I guess I don't have any of the stealth stuff. That's pretty unreliable. Typical of North Korea, guys. Alright, well, we'll just go with this. We'll have to update that design. Oh, I can make these forever. And ever and ever. I don't have any light metals. That's going to be the one limiting factor. But it does give us internal attack chopper production, so I do need to be aware of that. Yeah, so let's see. Air assault. Well, yeah, so I would be looking at not airborne. I could do something with this. Yeah, so I don't care for actual air assault infantry at all for this unit. Yeah, mechanized. I'm looking for heavy engineer. Probably want self-propelled guns, but we'll see. I really just want it to be an attack heli regiment. Yeah, because I want this to have crazy breakthrough, heart attack, and everything. Yeah, so your speed right now is 53 kilometers. If I add self-propelled artillery, it doesn't seem like it slows it down there. I don't want to add this because of the debuffs to terrain that are already terrible. Honestly, anti-air is probably... Yeah, I'm definitely going to need anti-air because we just don't get any anti-air with this setup. And then you can see our defense is fairly decent. Yeah, so I basically can use this whole template just as a breakthrough. Okay. So the point of this template is purely to break lines with this 105 piercing. Our breakthrough and whatever our heart attack is there. It looks like it's 1800. So 2041. Yeah, so I'm going to call that air assault. We'll give them the best helis in the world that we can make. And we'll call it North Korean air assault. Yeah, and then honestly, with that, I can transfer units over to that other grouping. Probably fine doing that. Go ahead and recruit. I'm going to start with 4. We just want 1 cycle. Yeah, so this one is missing 3 special operators, the sniper brigades, and then what, 3 more? No, 2 more infantry. Yeah, and then we'll use Pacific Command forces down here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and delete orders. Let's see about this. Go ahead and try and train them. Our fuel situation is going to be even worse with that many units training and mobile. We get rid of all the orders. I'm going to go ahead and make them train because I have not been on accident. Yeah, and so let's see. It would be best if I stack everyone on this naval yard, but I don't know how that's going to be affected with supply. I'm curious, actually, if we can actually maintain that. Because that's a lot of different unit divisions. Looks fine so far. I'm not seeing shortages. Yeah, but you see how slow these infantry units are at moving. All right, so we got another 4 foot infantry. I just need 2 of these. So we'll move the 2 into that. The other 2 will be their own army unit. This is basically going to be the Territorial Defense Force. And I'll set them to area defense. And we'll call that OCOM defense. Yeah, so OCOM Defense Force. So we're good there. Yep. So with all the boats we have and all those new divisions, we're definitely running a fuel shortage. So I want to make sure we have enough fuel baseline. I'm not even running Air Force, I don't think, right now. I don't think it's counting. It might be, though. If it is, it's good. If it's not, it might be a problem. Because it should be counting our airplanes then. But I would like to have a full fuel reserve, so until we take over these ports. So we are getting attrition there. Got some drone stuff. We got optical camouflage done, so we got the huge defense bonuses. The supply consumption is huge. That's very important. Yep. Everyone do your jumping jacks. Nope, not push-ups, jumping jacks. This is the military we're fielding, huh? They don't listen at all. Typical soldiers. There we go. That's the right thing. Looks like we actually have kind of increased our income. We've reduced the deficit a little bit, at least. All right. Go ahead and work on our production designs again. What is this? Oh, it's an anti-air hole? Perfect. We're getting rid of it. The spa. We want a SAM launcher. If we can, we would want this. I don't know if I can put short range missiles with the, yeah, I can't. With the long range. I can do the auto cannon though. Let's get the spa. This gives us an armor bonus. We're not doing soft and hard attack and breakthroughs, so that's definitely what we would want. And we want the 4 missile pack. The very important 4 missile pack. You also want tank mounted SAMs for the anti-air. If it'll let you put multiple. It won't. So then let's see if we can get some armor if we need it. I think I'm gonna do willed suspension here. Gas turbine. We want radar systems. Blowout panels, probably. For the reliability bonus. No, we don't really need that much reliability. Oh. This gives us breakthrough defense and reliability and suppression, so we'll go with that for now. Explosive reactive armor should give us huge armor bonuses. And then I'm actually going long range missiles. And let's see if I can get Oh. I don't know why it converted back. Anyway, see if I can put another SAM. It won't let me. Reliability right now. We'll go ahead and add the blowout panels. So we could upgrade this, but we're not going to worry about it for now. Let's just get our first rendition of this out into the field. North Korean Spa 1? Or no, 2. I guess it's our second one. Yep. That's our version of the Patriot. A little bit late to the party, but it'll work. All right, let's check our physical kind of infrastructure here. We do need this supply hub before we go to war. There's actually a couple supply hubs I would like to have. Thinking it's probably both of these. But it could be these. I don't remember what province that is. Anyway, let's just bump all the rail lines up. And we'll just make all that, get that out of the way. We'll keep doing fuel consumption reductions. These should help immensely. Yeah, because our population is huge. We almost have 700 million for a pop. Okay. Getting some good training done. Can't fault that. Guess we could work on hypersonics, though there's really no need. I'd rather do satellites, honestly. That's some bigger bonuses we're missing out on. And offices, it looks like we've wrapped up quite a few. Go ahead and add. Let me go ahead and bump those up. Then let's see, what else could use? Definitely need offices there. I want all these islands to have offices if possible. Anywhere where there's very few buildings, offices. Yeah, so like right there. Because I think it boosts the GDP output, which makes it grow faster. That's my theory. It's a theory, though. I don't know for fact. Oh, I guess I clicked those. If that's factually true. All right. Cool, 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 cool. Let's see what we have. Deployment-wise, I can go ahead and deploy our final units. for our frontline divisions. This is everything I wanted and need. We've got our air assault divisions. I'm curious what the actual values are since we're not going to have enough helicopters of the mod. Whoa. Whoa, guys. Okay. Doesn't have any org whatsoever. Got 30 combat with. It should do work. Should do some pretty good work. Alright, I do want to check where we stand on equipment. I have tons of surface-to-air missiles. Well, I don't know how. Oh, that is what I forgot. Missile silos. No! No! Oh, dang, I screwed up. Dang. I was like, I know I'm forgetting something. Of course. Oh, man. You know, drat. That's all I have to say. I'm trying not to curse as much in my life anymore. Though there are some things that I definitely should be allowed to for what has happened to me. This being one. Oh, I forgot about those islands. I can't believe I didn't remember I had. Oh, man. Short range as well. I definitely am going to need these sights. I already knew this. I didn't realize I had this island chain. All I wanted is Tasmania. The playthrough is complete with that. All right, what do we got here? We could do accelerated nuclear testing. All right. Spy agencies doing work, but it is what it is. Cybersecurity. We have stuff on Korea. I do not have anything on the Republic of China, though, so let's get that done. All right. Airplanes. The Air Force is the missing component to all of this right now. All right, let's see what we got. Yeah, so I have 2 airfields right here, 3 that are empty. So that's all our fighters. I can move. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and have them transfer, and then I'm going to sort them in the better wings. Nope. Nope. No. Dang. Dang, I clicked the wrong one. Hold up. As soon as I clicked it, I was pressing my finger down on the button and was like, I didn't mean to click it. I mean, I could do that. It's already 20. I'm going to do that. Go ahead and just get the cruiser hull. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. All right. Yeah, I don't know what the real difference is between these planes and this one, but That's 200, 300, 400 right there. Go ahead and move those out. That's the 5, and then we'll get these moved up. Go ahead and let's dominate the airfields here. Pyongyang. I'm gonna go ahead and move those planes there. Everything. I really don't know if that's advantageous or not. Yeah, so hit everything but... Yeah, I'm fine with that. And then that leaves this airbase in the back. And I can just add some heavy lift here. As much as possible. Yeah, so we'll do something like that. And then... Oh, there's another airfield. Wild work. Okay. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen. But I do know I need to move some of my airborne units. Or try to, at least. Alright, so we're in position. I've got most of my Air Force ready. Let's check down south real quick. So 150, 100. Alright, so I'm gonna get all these planes that were running these special operations missions and move them here and have them target here. Yeah, so we'll do interception, air superiority, some more attacks for close air support. I guess I'll just work on helicopter research for a little bit for a second. Actually, I probably should do something else, but yeah, we're gonna do that. I need the war support. I have tons of surface-to-air missiles from our capture of Australia. So let's see what I can add here. I don't know what is the surface, like, do they tell me? Like, come on. Okay, so we actually got SAM launchers. I have to scroll all the way to the bottom. Yeah, I definitely want to have these. If they work, they should be working, but they should give me some semblance of air power. Like everything's just gonna get shot down from both sides of the conflict. It's a different, not what I want. I just want a ton of surface to air missiles. Yeah, something like that. Yep. Deploy rockets. Oh, I could only have. What is. Uh. Can I get rid of these? I guess not. For now. I'll just put them there. Even though the efficiency is going to go down. At least till we finish building it. Where's the modern Sam? I see every other missile. Like, alright, that's okay. Not against that. Yeah, because I should have thousands of these rockets. I think I had like 10,000 of them. Alright, so planes. Lost a lot of casualties there. These guys are just not trained. I mean, it's better than nothing, I guess. I'm gonna go ahead and stop with Pacific Command. And Oriental Command, SOCOM, and the Marine. Well, the Marines are almost promoted. Hold up. There they go. We'll let that roll through. Then I can have this bonus. All right, then I'm gonna go ahead and do remilitarize. After I get the assignments built for these paratroopers here. Those SOCOM. Definitely need to take this airfield and this port. But who knows what's actually going to happen here. gonna be pretty crazy, I think. Let's get the battle plan. All right, so that cuts off a lot of the territory, assuming I do win those fights. And then the actual airfield and this port are going to be questionable. I may use, for the port attack, a completely separate unit. It just depends how many I have. Yeah, for that one. Okay, so that I need 5. I want all 5 of them on that tile. And then we'll have 4 more to bridge the gap across the river here. Yeah, that would put us right next to that other port, but I'd rather fill these tiles. Just as a delaying tactic and supply cutting. Yeah, because then I can send in units from Pacific Command. Yeah, I'm gonna go send them to Manila, and then I'm gonna use this for frontline fighters. And put 500 fighters there. Definitely want to deploy some air superiority fighters to the sea here. And then let's deploy all 8 of these onto this airfield. I don't know, hold up. Wrong button. Press the wrong button. I'm gonna deploy all of them same spot as the ground troops. That way I can just click them as an add to the fighting. Oh, I don't want all 50 of them landing there. Press the wrong button. Bad things happen. Alright. I just want 1 landing there. This is where it gets problematic. That adds to that. That adds there. See, because I can land all over Japan and all this. But can I really? Alright, so I'm going to use 10 of these guys. Let's go Well, maybe not that many. Let's do 8. 8's plenty. And we'll land on that island. And then I need to do the Jeju landing as well. Yeah, so we'll go. Hopefully this will work and I'm not going to get invaded by the Republic of China. So it is very possible that could happen. Yeah, I think that's fine for our first phase 1. And I'll go ahead and end this here on this autosave. And I think it's kind of clear what, right? Let's see. So like phase 1, right? This island, grab these kind of major air bases here. Phase 2, it will be the northern section of Japan and here. And then well, I guess I could change colors. So blue will be phase 2. Then red, this is phase 3 and 4. So I'm gonna do red last. And those are kind of my targets. And then obviously you have these islands all out here. If I feel the need to get those, I will. But that's kind of the battle strategy overall. Ledger. Let's look at how we're doing. 88 trillion in GDP. Territory-wise, probably haven't moved. We're right under the United States. Industry. Russia's gapping us. Let's see what our Air Force manpower is. We have passed the United States. Army manpower. We're a little under Russia, actually, which is kind of wild to me. But, yeah, looks pretty good. Logistics, got a couple stockpiles that are pretty built out, like our air superiority fighters here. Heavy airlift aircraft. We've actually got a fair number of armored personnel carriers now stockpiled, kind of where I wanted to be. This is actually the perfect moment to give it a shot, so we're going to go for the war with the next episode. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch everyone on the unification fight. Take care.